conversation with friends, families, and loved ones, learning from one another and sharing love. That's what it's all about.
Because the conversation is going so long, so we're going to carry on from there. So
we can do this for hours and
hours and hours. Okay, so now we're going to talk about we did school, relationship. Where you want to come from?
Um,
You just go over here and reframe with it.
weekends, future.
Okay, future and when you met Famous and
Yes.
okay, so we went Famous. So now we're gonna go into where, because I met you was after I met Famous. We
No,
know because
I met you
I just got out of
maybe-
a break. I broke up with someone.
Maybe a month before you
Met Famous. Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about because she didn't care for Famous at the beginning. Because Famous is so quiet. He's an Aries, sneaky, and so what they like to do is sit back and watch, stir up the pot, and so they didn't get close until Yellowstone.
Yep.
You know what I'm about to do.
What?
Yellowstone. I ain't gonna tell everything. So we took a road trip to Yellowstone, and she's in I'm in a car. I'm good at this. Hold on. And she's in an RV. So we're driving, and I noticed the RV is slowing down. It's coming to a it's coming to a stop. And so I stopped, and we're backing up. So it's me, Famous, it's two other friends with us in the car.
Yep.
I'm not saying names because I don't know if they want their names out there, so we're not going to say their names. And so we drive it back. I don't know what's going on. She gets out the RV with a blanket and a pillow. Hey, have you ever seen that Janet Jackson in Poetic Justice when she's walking inside of the mail truck and she's mad, but this was her. And I was like, what's going on? I can't ride. So she got in the car with Famous and the other two passengers, and I rode with her ex at the time. And so that's when me and him bonded.
Yeah.
Got really close. And then her and Famous and them got to talk. And so I remember when we got to the first gas station, he was like, he is so cool. Because he never talked. Go ahead.
I used to be so. I think with me, I wanted to know how he's gonna treat my friend first, and we hadn't even had our bond like that yet.
No.
So I was always concerned with how he was gonna treat my friend because he was so quiet. I was like, he better not be trying nothing, because win, lose, or draw, he gonna feel me. Okay? And so, but, yeah, being in the car with him, I was like, I see why y'all together.
Because I can tell her, I said, I don't know why y'all don't see why I love him. Because he is so funny. And then, because he would never open up around them.
He would never talk.
No. It was so
would
annoying.
never talk.
And then
I'd be
we get
like,
by ourselves and run my ears off. Go ahead on.
I'd be like, So, when I went to stay with you guys, even though you and I were closer, like, Famous still let me know I was loved by him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was a real big thing for me. One, like, I grew up in a single parent household, and my father's been in the penitentiary since I was 3. So having positive male role models and influences in my life was a big thing for me, because it was like that's not really what I seen growing up. My mom didn't have men around us, even if she was dating, and so it was just like to receive that love from men and it be genuine love, like you don't want nothing from me. And so having that, it was just the most beautiful thing. And like I made it a big thing at y'all's wedding. Like I am the best man to both of them.
She was a handful at the wedding.
And I was very cute, my dad. So yes, just like when I get married, my wedding not gonna be traditional because he gonna be my fucking best man.
I know we're already talking. I was like, girl, how that's gonna look? She's like, don't give a damn. I was like, okay.
I don't give a damn if you walk down the aisle by your goddamn self. You're gonna be right there. Okay?
I know that like even this new relationship, we try to break it.
We have to
because we can.
He gonna look and be like,
what is going on?
Are y'all sure? Y'all ain't touched nothing. Nobody.
And the reason why people ask that, because I'm going to be real transparent here. Not low key, I don't get into sexuality because I am married. So I just go along with the saying gay because I am married to a man. But I truly am bisexual. I still love a strong woman. But I am married, so I don't want people to be like, what? So I just go along with that. So that's why a lot of people question, because a lot of people know that I have been with women and still continue to.
He'll never get none of this. But
no, don't want it.
You do. You do.
There she goes. That's why they act the way they act, because
I'm just joking.
That's why they think the way they think. But yeah, okay, so and then after the thing, like you and Famous really have like not your own, because I am still number one. I just let them all
And
know.
then here he go.
I am still number one. I had to tap him on his shoulder like, no, this is mine.
Yeah, just like when my sister asked them to do their maternity pictures, I was like, don't be asking my friend.
She gonna tell me, because I told her sister, I said, no, I said, sweetie, you family, I'm not gonna charge you. I get a FaceTime. You gonna charge her? I was like, I will not be charging her. So, yeah, so we are extremely close. Where else can we go, child?
Now, has our age difference ever bothered you?
That's another thing. Like,
or has anybody tried to make
they
our age difference
always
bother
try
you?
that, and it's always me. I'm trying to be 21. I'm trying to be. I am who I am.
Right.
Celebrate every age. Have never lied about my age. Never tried to be anything other than me. And I think that bothers people. Like that I can just jump into a conversation with people who are much younger than me.
But have you? We've had more conversations about old shit than we've ever had about new one. Like,
Yeah.
people don't understand. We sit up and talk about Golden Girls, Porky's.
All the old movies.
Like, Angel.
And that was in
I love that
1972. So I was like, have you? And I talked to her, and I forget that she's not my age. This is how old she is up here.
Because, first of all,
and she'd be like, I wasn't born.
My thing is, no, what really got him is when I could recite all of Sparkle.
Yeah,
to you.
the original Sparkle.
The original Sparkle.
Yeah, not that Whitney Houston crap.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You better leave it alone.
You will not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You will not.
The original Sparkle. The original Sparkle.
Yeah. So me being able to recite, he was like, "What?" Because most people, but for me, it was like, that's really, I grew up watching that. Like my mom, as much as my mom say Tyrone want to make me old, She
She only
made
did.
me old.
Thank you.
She
Because I was
made
like,
me old.
when she said that, you told me that, I was like, you was knowing shit way before I be talking about something. You're like, oh yeah. I saw that. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Because
Like-
I mentioned that to my husband. He's like, what? What
And
movie you talking
like,
about?
I know a lot of people my age who've never seen The Wiz, and I'm like, what? You better ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load, okay?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah. And we have that in common too.
Yeah.
And we both love us some Tubi.
Listen. And if y'all out there and y'all don't like Tubi, you will never shame Tubi, okay?
Well, I tell
And when we make our Tubi movie,
I keep telling her.
don't say nothing to us.
And we gonna film it just from this iPad, like everybody else do on Tubi.
And when I run, he gonna be chasing me with the iPad.
We live for Tubi.
I
Oh.
love Tubi.
I was on that
I
cruise
just
trying to pull up
watched-
Tubi. When I was in Canada, I gotta watch a movie from Tubi. But so we have so many things in common that it's
We
crazy.
have a lot in common.
It's
and like
crazy.
even music. Now all of the music you like, I don't like, but if we find a good song, we gonna bond over it. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Because she don't understand the connection I have with Prince and Janet, but especially Prince.
no, it's sick. That's why I don't understand it.
So when she was staying with us, I have to have these
No.
moments.
Okay, this is my turn. All right.
Okay, wait a minute. You better let her know.
No, you better let me.
Okay,
All
go ahead.
So Tyrone has these. I don't know if they're DVDs or VHS. I
It's
don't know.
DVDs, girl. Don't you got them there? Do VHS. Where I got a VHS player from? Girl. See how she tried it? Anyway, go on. I snatched your dress at your head.
Child, AJ flawless. Okay. So he has these DVDs of concerts. Prince and Janet, okay? I remember we're at the apartment. It was just me and him. I was in the living room.
Famous thing was,
No.
No, it was just
It was just us.
Oh, Famous at work. Yeah.
Famous was at work.
That's right.
It was just me and him. And I was in the living room watching TV or laying down. I don't know. And when it started, it sounded like there was 30 people in the house with us. It was just him. Screaming. He had watched that movie I don't know how many times. He did that the entirety of the concert. You would have thought, I'm surprised we didn't get put out. It was so loud. He was screaming so loud. He was in there crying. It was so many things. I was like, how many times have you watched this?
Hundreds
And
of times.
You would have thought he had never seen it, and you would have thought he was there. He's in there crying. I walked in that room like, oh my God.
Yes.
And I politely just walked back out. He didn't even see me. It was so, I had thought. And at one point, when Famous walked in, I was like, you wasn't in there with him? Why did you?
Oh my God.
It was a lot. We went to the Janet Jackson concert in 2017. Maybe?
Oh yeah.
2017 or 2018.
Yeah.
Me and Shawnee were a couple of rows behind him and Famous.
That's my oldest son, the one we did the interview with.
I saw him standing up the entirety of the show. I had sat down as well. There was not one song that played that he was not standing up, dancing and singing. So
And screaming, "Go, bitch! Sing, bitch!" But I tell you,
I had never experienced nothing like that though in the house.
oh yeah, that's why I tell you, y'all. When Prince was alive, y'all did not want to see me at the concert, especially if I had front row or close to the stage. Y'all did never want to see that.
It was It was a little traumatizing. I was like, oh no. I said, and y'all just be dealing with this?
Oh, yeah.
Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Because why is he screaming like that? You would have. It sounded like 30 people were in that house.
Okay, you're doing a bit much. But I do act like a
Am I
16-year-old
lying?
girl when Prince.
And he was crying.
Oh yeah, because he passed, and all the memories of me and Prince's time together
What is wrong?
came back to me, and so I was just like, oh my God, I miss my friend, my lover, my everything. Anyway.
Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
No, that will always stick in my head. The memories of me and him. Yes, ma'am. Anyway.
Allegedly.
So, where we go from here? You done told all my secrets.
No, because that
Oh.
that was a lot.
So, are you going on? You don't know yet if you're going on the cruise.
No, I really hope
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we all
Because
talking about.
listen, cruises. Once you get your taste of that first one, you be like,
And she told me because she went on one before I did. And she's like,
Oh,
"You're gonna
my
love it."
God.
She's supposed to go, and then things came up, and so she couldn't go on that one with us. Low key, I was pissed,
he was.
but I
listen,
understood.
No. Okay. So when he gets back, his phone is on
Oh,
do not disturb the
I
airplane
forgot to take it
mode.
off. Yeah, airplane mode.
I'm hot because I have his location on my phone. So I'm like, he off the boat. What's the problem? I'm calling. It's going straight to voicemail. I'm like, oh no.
So that's all right there. So we're in Miami, and so we get to a place in Miami where I get to sit down, and I said, "Oh my God, my phone's been on airplane mode this whole time." So I take it off. As soon as I take it off,
The first message says, "You dry face hoe. I know you back. You ain't enjoying your vacation that much without me."
So,
He don't text back. He called me.
I faced like, who the fuck do you think you talking to like that? Yeah, so I had to explain to her what happened. So yeah.
But no. So here's the kicker. Shawnee is like, I didn't even know what was going on. You ain't trying to call me. He's like, well, I tried to call Shay while he was on the boat.
Y'all
Listen.
always trying to get me in trouble.
People don't understand, like, this, for real, this right here, this bond, to other people, it might be sick. I don't really care. This, my damn friend, like, and child, I'll scuffle with any one of you behind him, period.
Cause I sure won't fight nobody by her.
Yes,
I
you
shoot a nigga by her.
Listen.
But I'm not fighting anybody.
You right.
Allegedly.
It takes us too long to recover,
Yeah.
but
Oh my
we
God.
are licensed to carry.
Yeah, but I want to go to the gun range.
I love it.
I know. 'Cause she's low key a nigga.
I am.
Low key. I'm like, girl, you have to tone it down a little bit. You have to let the man lead somewhere somehow.
Oh, no, he does.
Yeah, I know this one does. The other ones didn't have a
He's-
chance.
He's getting a very soft me.
Yes, I know.
He doesn't. He has no clue. But I used to.
I know. I'll be like,
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'll be like, girl, tone it down just a little bit. You are too mean and rough with these
Oh,
men.
I'm too
Yeah.
much.
So you have come a long ways.
I have.
Because the other ones I really didn't know, but that one. Whew.
No, somebody else knew. He told me, he said, you was just so mean. I said, what is that? Oh, I apologize.
So future, where we going in the future with our? Because it ain't going on.
What?
It's on our soulmate relationship.
Oh, yeah, we're at the height of it.
No, we not even got to the height of it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, because businesses have
Oh,
started.
we have. Oh.
Yeah, so.
We won't speak that.
Yeah.
Anyway. For future babies,
I can't wait.
Marriage.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait.
I can't wait.
To push out these chocolate babies. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Okay. My babies will be chocolate.
Okay. I want, because people say, what are you laughing for? She swears she's going to have a chocolate baby. As red as she is. And her genes going to take over. I don't care
No, they're
how
not.
dark her partner be. Is red, and as strong as her genes going to be, she's not going to have a chocolate baby.
My baby is going to be chocolate. My baby going to look like Carl. My baby,
Y'all
His
on the cruise,
godson,
y'all
Carl.
going to meet my godson Carl.
my baby going to be just as chocolate and beautiful as Carl. And that's that.
Okay, when y'all see the ones who's going on the cruise in March of 2024, y'all get to see my godson, and y'all. he
Carl is
so
everything. Carl
gorgeous.
is
He's
a gorgeous
beautiful
child.
from the inside out.
Yes.
Like that was the only one that I was like, I don't want him. He's the only one I was worried about finding about
Oh.
my sexuality. Like that bothered me, and I remember.
know that.
Oh, I didn't want him to know because I didn't want him to see me different. And so I just went and took him to get his. I haven't told you the story. I just took him to get his haircut, and we was in the drive-thru, and it was this crazy man that worked at the McDonald's that we used to go to over by where his grandmother stayed. And Carl said, and this is how smart kids are. Carl said, "Oh God, he's so gay. He always trying to talk to my mom." I said, "Well, if he's trying to talk to your mom, Carl, he's not gay." I said, and that is not nice to say. I says, there's nothing wrong if he is gay. That's all we said. We go on about our business, and then Amber tells me, his mother tells me one time that his sister told somebody, "Pull your pants up, that's so gay," and Carl went off. Because they call me killer. My killer is gay. Don't you ever say it. No, baby was like, I didn't mean anything by it. And I didn't know that little conversation that me and him had about me correcting him on how to speak about people, he picked it up that quick.
Wow.
And nothing has changed. He has even loved me more. But yeah, I was worried
Carl
about
worshiped the ground you walk
how,
on.
and I worship the ground. Like I
And
remember,
Carl loved me.
he does.
Let's throw that in there.
There she go again.
Carl loved me.
I remember because I had a stroke in 2012, and because of that, I have seizures. And I remember I was staying with him and his grandmother, and I had had maybe 2 seizures. And when you have seizures, you just wiped out. And I would just be in the bed, and Carl would come from school. He had a green cubby, his blanket, he called it, his green cubby. He would come home from school, not say a word, put his blanket on top of me, and just lay down in the bed with me. He knew something wasn't right. And not me say a word, because I would never, like, it's been times we've been out and I wouldn't say, the picture we went to see the movie, yeah. And just, anyway, so it would not say a word. And every time I would have a seizure, Carl would come home from school and he would do that. He would just sleep with me. And that's when I was like, oh, and that is a soulmate, and that is a spiritual. Carl is something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carl,
Like,
he is.
Sir L is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sir L knows when I'm sick,
I
and
know.
and he can.
I know.
Yeah. So he's the same way.
Sir
Other people.
a whole lot.
They know because they were on their cruise. They know my baby's a lot. And I'm trying to give him the business about, do I let him get away with, I'm not going to add it. Never mind.
As somebody who is on FaceTime
Never mind.
at least 50% of the day, Sir L could get away with murder.
I love him. I love my son.
And Sir L could be fine all day.
The
The moment I get on the phone, Sir L is tearing up and terrorizing everything.
I was like, say hi to Shay. Hey, Shay. You know.
But then when we get in person, he's like, Shay. No, keep that same energy. Sir L is fake.
Yeah. Don't you do my baby like
Sir
that.
L's fake.
He really is.
I don't understand how he's still my godson because he's fake. So there's that.
He really is. But yeah, Carl is something.
Yeah.
Like he's another one I don't ever want to disappoint. Oh, I love that kid so much. Like Carl is everything. Like if I had the world, he would have it. He would definitely have it. Yeah. And it's I don't know, it was a bond. So the first time I met him, look, I'm finished start crying because he is so. Yeah. We're gonna stop right there. And I don't think he realized how special he is.
Yeah.
He ever, and maybe I'm glad he don't know it because he get kind of big headed.
Yeah.
Carl is an angel from God.
Yes.
Definitely, and he put him in my life the time I needed. I needed someone like Carl. I really did because I didn't know you at that time.
But that's how I feel about you. It was like God put you in my life at a time where I needed it the most, and I can genuinely say that any trouble I was having, I was always able to count on you, and vice versa. And like anytime and it'd be times of recently. You called me, you were in the car, I was in bed.
Oh.
And you were like, are you okay?
No, damn, I said
no, you did. No, but you was concerned.
I was.
Don't let these people think you didn't care.
No, I'm not saying that.
No,
but after that, I got.
No, but you were just like, are you okay? And I was having a tough time that day. It was just a lot going on with my emotions, and you were just like, it's gonna be okay. Get some rest. You'll be all right. Like, and if
I always tell her, I give her 2 days.
He said, you got 2 days to do this.
The third day, get your ass up and let's
ain't
get
no
it
more. And so it's things like that. Like even as somebody who I don't really battle depression anymore because I look at it as a thing as I had depression. Depression don't have me. And so now it's like I do give myself that 2 days, and then I'm like, wrap this shit up. We done. We done.
Yeah.
We're gonna do other things. And so how I feel, like how you feel about Carl, I have a friend Alexis who has twins.
Okay.
And
you talk about her a lot.
If I am sad, like Alexis is definitely one of my soulmates. I can remember the first time I met her. We worked together. This dude had pissed her off, and I had just moved to her team, and we were I had to do shadowing until my credentials got in the system. And so this dude had pissed her off the day before, and she had been shadowing my other friend. And so when I went to go shadow with her, she was like, tell your friend I'm sorry, but I was pissed yesterday. And she was like, she ain't learned shit. And I was like, oh. But like from that day, me and Alexis just clicked. And so she has twins, but then she also has a baby as well. And whenever I'm feeling down, I'm like, hey, are you guys busy? And she's like, nope, come over. And I go visit her and the babies, and they just light up when they see me. Like, I always tell people, if you want to know what type of person I really am, watch me interact with children. Don't watch me interact with adults. I don't fucking like adults.
Yeah.
Watch me interact with children and watch how I treat children. When your children are in the space of anybody, they should feel safe. And you should know that when you leave the room, your child gonna be good in my presence. And so Um, I was feeling down and I went to her house and her baby girl was sick. And so she was asleep when I originally got there. And but when she woke up, she was like I ain't seen you. Come here.
You
And I was
was.
it was just so beautiful. Like so I know when I get in a space where I may be sad or anything, that is one thing I can do. I can go visit Alexis and them kids. I would visit my niece, however.
But you're not gonna read Miss Mama's. You're not gonna do Miss Mama. But this is
My niece is a hood figure, okay?
This is my
She don't play.
my wish and my dream and the affirmations I say for you in this relationship with you. I can't wait for you to be. I can't wait to hold your child. I can't wait for you to be a mother. Because when I tell you that baby don't have a chance, that baby don't have a chance. The love that yeah, I can't wait.
Oh.
I cannot wait to, and I don't give a damn. You better have a talk with this nigga, 'cause I am gonna be the godpappy of that baby. You better have this thought. I don't give a damn.
You know it.
Yeah, who's gonna have it? But I cannot
But,
wait
yeah,
for that. And it's coming.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
coming.
like people be looking at me crazy. I'm like, all children deserve unconditional love. And all children deserve to feel safe. Because there are some kids that they don't get that. And so like you could see me in public and I spot a kid, they be being bad, and I look at them like, you better stop. But then I be like, hey, you alright? Oh, you want a hug? Come on, let's hug. Like, that's just me because, you know, some kids don't get hugged at home. And I've met people where, like, a big thing growing up for us, my mom always told us she loved us.
That's how it was with my two boys.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I go to, like, friends' house, which I didn't do often. I was not that girl. I'll stay at home. I don't want to go over there. But going to people's house and you never see their parents hug them or tell them they love them, that is hard. That is harsh.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of kids are raised on survival and not love. And
That's one thing I had to unlearn is not. I had to unlearn that behavior of not showing affection. So when I had my two boys, to this day, after they get a kiss on the cheek, bye, love you,
yes,
yeah, and a hug, yeah.
because and a big thing for me is like you just never know.
You never know.
You never know, and I'm so big on that. Like, it's so important for me, especially, and I don't know why it really is like that for me. Like, yes, little girls need love. However, little black boys, I'm big on, like, oh my God, I love you so much.
Yes.
Like, embracing and loving on black boys because they got it hard. Especially, like, even in a relationship, I'm like, when you walk out that door, the world don't love you. So when you here with me, I'm gonna let you know I love you.
That is so important.
Because, and no, I wasn't always this way. I did. This is something that I had to learn.
Unlearn and then learn.
And
yeah.
right, and grow. And I'm like, I don't want to sit in the house and argue all day.
Yeah.
When you walk out that door, the world ain't gonna love you. Because you are a black man. So when you come in this house as a black woman, I am going to love you and love you properly.
And that's also what I saw, and I'm only speaking of the tweets that just came off the tweet, how those women were strong, but they allowed their husbands to be men.
Yes.
And you get the bond between, it was three couples. Three couples from there. And the way they loved each other, black couples, it was beautiful to see.
That's like
It was so beautiful to see.
when we were walking to go get something to eat. We were crossing the street, and I was walking on the wrong side of the street.
So she's always.
No, and this comes from not really having nobody say these things.
Yeah.
Right, and so he's like, "Are you determined to get hit by a car?" And I was like, "No, I'm sorry,
You got you a good one.
baby. Okay,
Mhm.
about to knock me out in the Alabama streets."
Had you
Jeez.
moved your ass over in the right proper place?
And I did. I did.
Like a black woman.
As a black woman should.
James Brown rule.
But yeah, like it's just certain things like, and even still, because I am still learning,
Mhm.
I'm always telling him, thank you for your patience with me.
Mhm.
Because certain things I'm just not used to.
It's good that you said that you're still learning, because I believe like at 59 I'm still learning
Yeah.
things about myself and things. Because once you think you figured it all out, you don't need, you're done. So I'm glad you said that you're learning, you're still learning, and still open to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, from whatever he's got to show you, or whatever it is you need to.
Because, and you know, a big thing for me, I used to have that mindset of, excuse me, I'm a strong black woman. I don't need nobody. I don't need no man. I do.
Mm.
I do.
Mm.
But just like I need a man needs me.
Mm.
And he needs me to be a woman. He don't need me to be a man with him. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's why I tell you, tone it down.
No, he's
I know
never
what you're saying.
seen.
Yeah. No,
Shut up.
he haven't seen that one. Thank God he haven't seen that one.
I don't plan on showing it to him. But it's a very it's a very hard mindset to get out of when that's all you've seen. Like that's all you've seen growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you've known. And so I'm very like, I always say, all I want to do is be a woman to a man. I don't want to be a nigga. I don't want to be big homie no more.
I think it's so important to unlearn the bad crap and relearn stuff. Like a lot of stuff people grew up with is this horrible stuff.
It is.
And to unlearn that stuff is really it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
But once you do it and this is the way this is supposed to work, and learn the good stuff. But people like to hold on to that stuff that they've been taught. They love to keep that. No, this is the way it is. But no, it's not.
No, it's
That's
not.
the way it's supposed to be. Relationship and marriages is not supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Not to say that you don't have these bumps in the road, but it's supposed to be better than this.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna end this because we can go for hours and hours and hours. So remember what I told you? So thank you for watching January the Edge, and make sure you hit the notification. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and notifications, so whenever we drop these gems on you, you'll be notified. And thank you once again, and I'm glad to share my bestie with y'all. And once again, thanks for joining January Edge. Bye. Go on, get off my show. Get your ass off my show.